There's the card pull. All right. Are we ready to get this party started?
We're ready.
Welcome to the Raining Cats and Dogs podcast. I'm your host, Shannon.
I'm Arianna.
And welcome. We're here. Woohoo!
Woo!
So I have a confession. I don't have a lot of content for the pod because over the past few days while I was studying, and then my dog's gone a little bit viral on YouTube. So I have been making sure I add content. And you think, so what? You're recording your dog and it's really fast? You gotta work at some of the content to make sure it's cute.
Yeah. I don't know why, but I thought you were going to say, but one of my dogs died. I don't know that.
Oh, that would be an off-air conversation before we announce it on air. Yeah. So Jasper, every time I post them, he gets, it's not crazy, but I've been uploading shorts, right? They're not long videos. They are all hitting 1,500 views. So people like my dog Jasper. And he does video really well.
Yeah, he looks amazing too.
Yeah, he looks great. He does not look 11.
No, I know he's 11, which also makes me sad. So then I was looking up, how can I monetize on YouTube for the dog? And honestly, because it's only shorts, you got to have a lot of views. But for if I start making longer videos, we'll see. So right now it's fun, and if I start, I would like to do that because Jasper, because of his age, he, I spend $100 a month just on medication for him alone. So if he could even, pay for his own medication, that'd be great.
That would be.
So then even think about food and flea medication and all that stuff. It'd be great, let the dogs earn their keep a little bit. But I love them. They're great. So how has your week been?
It's been good. Let's see, we've been done a lot. I guess we haven't done too much maybe since the last pod on the hallway, but right now we're currently painting rosettes we're doing casing and trim around our opening into the kitchen. And we got ones. My block that I'm painting is a little ship carved into it. And Lucas's is a Celtic knot.
Oh.
So, in older homes, how they would have the blocks in the corners, and sometimes it'd be just a dot or a flower or some kind of design in the trim. We got custom ones.
Cool. That's cool.
And then this weekend we had Lucas's family over for a movie night.
So how did that go?
Overall, it was nice and really fun. There were some moments, of course, Zuko, who hasn't been around a lot of children, and then he's suddenly around 5 young children, all very young. The father of the children, because I had Pippin. Oh my god, I had Zuko on a leash, and he's like, "Oh, it's fine, let him go. If he jumps, he jumps." And I let him go. The one kid was kicking around a soccer ball, and he trips the child, and the child lands on his face. So then, Luke, I get Pip. Oh my gosh, I can't say his name. I get Zuko away from the children in the yard, and I bring him over. I keep watching him around the food because it's his height. Then he stole a cookie from the 4-year-old and was just trying to steal their food and stuff. And of course, it was freaking out. The mother, understandably.
Yeah, Zuko's a big dog. I mean, if you're new here, he's 100 millimeters.
Yeah, so I brought him in the house, but then he was just, I don't know, he was just getting weird. He was just having a day, I think. He was overstimulated, so I just put him in the bedroom for the rest of the time.
Yeah, and
Pippin gets along well with the children great, because I think he has the same energy as them.
Pippin has the same energy as puppies. Zuko hasn't been around kids, so I think 1 or 2, he'd be fine, but a lot of kids. And then if this food's his height, you just want... And if you know anything about Malamutes, they really like their food. So he's probably well, why did they get to eat all this food? It's my house. I should get the food. So, yeah.
Speaking of Malamutes and food, I must have not shut the pantry all the way.
Oh, no.
And so Lucas ended up, thankfully, had stopped home because he forgot his headphones before work. But in the course of us just being at the gym this morning, Zuko ate flea and tick medicine out of the pantry, all the cat's treats, a bag of dental treats for the dogs, and I think about 3 cans of wet cat food. And I didn't know, he's got good strength, because these their actual cans have punctures in them from him chewing on the cans.
Oh, so they have actual cans. So it's not the soft stuff I used to buy.
No, yeah, it was So I had, like there's, I think, 1 or 2 in the plastic, and there's definitely one that was, like, an actual, like, hard can.
Oh
He
my
broke
god.
it open. Yeah, with his teeth.
He was determined.
He was determined.
No, he ate a lot of food in a very short amount.
He did. So I'm really glad that Lucas actually did forget his headphones and came home, otherwise I think he would've cleared out our entire pantry.
He probably would've, and then you would've had vomit and poo all over as well.
Yeah.
Oh my god, so how much flea and tick medicine did he eat?
Well, so he ate 2 so the vet has a new flea and tick medicine where Zuko's in between, like, the size ranges. So
Mhm.
what he did is he gave me a pack from, I think it was, like, 80 to 100, and then I had a pack from 6 to 12 pounds,
Uh-huh.
and he ate the rest of the 6 to 12 pounds, and I'm glad because if he's gonna overdose on any Amblettas, the little dose rather than eating more of the 100-pound ones,
Yeah.
so
Well, and every summer, like, last summer, I think was the first summer that he didn't end up in the doggy ER. Like, every summer since you've had him, something bad has happened. He's eaten something, he's eaten grapes, remember he had that bad stomach thing, and,
uh-huh.
like, every summer something bad happens, so thank goodness Lucas went home, or that could have been another ER vet.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, Zuko. So yeah, the party was great. I the soccer ball was being kicked around, and we have this cute little wooden bridge that I bought. I broke it with the soccer ball, but, like, if anyone's gonna break it, I'm glad it was me that broke it, so
Yes, otherwise you'd be mad. Oh my god, I saw
yeah.
speaking of your yard though, because you have these cute garden beds, I saw these gnomes on TikTok, and I was gonna get them for you for the Christmas. Well, I still might, you'll forget by then. But these are little gnomes, which I know you don't like gnomes, but they're flipping you off. And I'm like, "Oh my god, Ari,
Like that.
please."
You should. I'll forget by Christmas.
I'm like, that now that's funny."
That's funny.
But don't put them in your front yard because I don't think your neighbors have our sarcastic sense of humor, but, even
No.
here, it's fine. People with kids
Yeah.
might also not like that, but hopefully you can just tell kids, like, they're just saying the number 1 or something. You'll figure it
Yeah. Let's see. And then so his brother had a huge setup for the actual movie part, but I think he just kept getting distracted because it took him 3 hours to actually get it set up. And I don't think it should take that long. I just think he kept getting distracted. But I mean, it went by fast at least. It was fun talking with people, and then I had rocks and paint out and I painted with the girls, the rocks to put in our garden, which was a lot of fun.
Oh, like the adult girls?
No, the
Oh,
children.
children? Okay, cool. So, yeah, just so everyone knows, so the setup was outside for you're projecting a movie, having a movie night at
Yes.
your house, yes. And this you told me you had ice cream sundaes, that went over well too with all the kids?
Yes, it did. Everyone loved everything. The strawberries, like, almost all the strawberries I cut up are gone. People love the gelato. Oh, and yes, I made pigs in a blanket, and I thought I was like, "Oh, wow, this is a lot," and then it was gone maybe within half an hour.
So now for those of the people that don't know what pigs in the blanket are, please explain.
You just buy the little cocktail, like, hot dog thingies, and you wrap them in what's it called? Crescent rolls. I just buy the pre-made ones.
Mhm.
And then I did half of them with pepper jack cheese in it, and
No.
then Lucas made a really good sauce to dip it in.
Ooh, yum. So what did he make the sauce? What did he do?
He goes mayonnaise, ketchup, and mustard. It was
Okay.
good.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah, it was great. It was a lot of fun. So, let's see, it was 12 when the last people left. It was obviously, his brother with us helping him pack all his stuff up, but
Oh, so
it was late.
Yeah, I can imagine. Well, who knew you'd have such a late movie night? But you should do that regularly. That sounds like fun. Like, you have families over in the summer, you might be the house to go to in the summertime to entertain. Once a month movie night. Oh my gosh, I'm calling.
No,
I'll be at the next
no.
one.
I'm thinking maybe twice a summer.
Why are you limiting the people?
Well, it's stressful on Zuko.
Yeah, I
To
get it.
be a good boy. He doesn't know what he's doing wrong. He just wants food more.
Yeah, that is true.
He doesn't understand these little humans. They're at his height, so he thinks, they're equals. So it's whoever can fight for the food is the one that deserves it.
That's true. Yeah, well, Zuko is all about respect because even when we had someone living with us for a short time that needed help was one of my son's friends, which I guess my friend too, but he's younger. he was staying with us for a while, me and Ari and Zuko, and, he slept on a futon in my basement, and cool guy. So, very nice person. But Zuko did not respect him. He was actually eating at the table with his plate, and Zuko was trying to steal the food as he was
He
eating.
would never Zuko would never steal, like, while he would obviously steal if we leave the room, but he would never take off our plates as we're sitting in front of our plates, and he was just trying to do that to him.
Uh-huh, it was funny. It was a little bit of a power dynamic struggle there for a little while. Actually, Lucas is the only, like, male other than, like, your brother, that Zuko likes your brother. Only other male that he likes, so
That is true.
it is very true. Gotta trust your animals when they know.
Mhm.
Gives me lots of kisses.
Yes, he gives Lucas lots of kisses.
Aw. Well, I'm sure, like so, like, if I would have come home to that or Ari, we probably like, we're a little bit of yellers, we probably would've yelled a little. I'm sure, Lucas, you were just calm and being like, "What'd you do, man?"
Picked it up.
Very calm, picking it up.
I think I would've came home and, like, cry, like
You would've yelled and cried, and now I'm late for work, and yeah.
I was like, "Oh, dude."
Yeah.
I looked at the camera. Look at this. I was like, "Really, dude?" And then I picked everything up. I was like, "Okay, okay. I don't think you can get anything else." I was like, "Okay, I'm going to work now. Bye, bye."
Did he have an accident in the house?
No, he didn't.
That's good. And he didn't throw up either?
No, not that I found.
Great. Yeah, you go to lay down in bed tonight, you're like, "Ew, found the."
Eh, Naturally, we keep the animals locked out of the bedroom when we're not home.
Oh, you do, smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you there. I would do that as well. Oh my gosh. My pool is still at 90, just if anyone's inquiring. I don't know how, but it is. I did buy a reel that you guys are gonna help me next week reel up,
Yep.
so I'm excited for that. My weeds, because I was studying for SHRM, any chance I get, like, it was hard. So the weeds are terrible. So starting this week, I'm gonna start trying to attack all my weeds. I'm gonna use fire, gonna use my hands, pulse them out, and some weed killer poison. I hate using the concentrate because first of all, it's bad for the environment. Second of all, I don't want that crap on me. Like, I wear long sleeve plastic rubber gloves. I wear my rubber boots. Like, I'm usually sweating when I use it because I don't want it on me. And then I keep, my pets inside until it dries. It's so nasty. Like, someone needs to invent a safe weed.
When I used the weed killer for you, I would go out in shorts, flip flops, and then a sports bra to get a tan, and it would get all over me, and I did not even shower.
Oh my Arianna, Laura, like that, seriously. It's poison. It could cause cancer. Like, I don't like it. So, just like 1 year I got a good deal and I had my lawn sprayed for, like, fleas and ticks, like the immediate lawn. But I have so many woods and standing water literally all around my house. So it didn't make sense. But then I'd feel so bad because 'cause I'd see, like, little robins and birds in my yard. I'm like, "Oh, no. It was treated. I think it might make you sick." So I've stopped doing that because it was only at $20 because I get my house sprayed every other month in the summer because bees in my around here, it's not the honeybees, it's like the wasps and hornets and things are really nasty in my area where I live. So I get my house sprayed to prevent them from building their little nests and family here or in my home. Like, we actually had wasps got into the attic once when we were newly had moved in, and they ate away the what is it called? What is that stuff? The drywall. They ate away through the drywall in the attic, and all that's left there is paper, so we have tape above it, and they could have actually fallen on my son when he was little, so that would've been scary.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, yeah, then we decided to get our house sprayed after that because it just, like, wasps, we have a lot of woods around my house. They literally can build anywhere, like, I don't know, and to segue into something weird, so I first of all, I didn't know orioles would eat hummingbird food, so I'm getting orioles in my hummingbird feeders and hummingbirds, which I love watching. But they've been fighting, so I have 2 hummingbird feeders out there. I have more than enough for everybody to have their food out there. They've been fighting. Like, I look out and they're squabbling and like flying around like in circles in the air. I'm like, okay, guys, stop fighting
Hi.
for food. It's weird. Like, then one will land and kind of guard it, and I'm like, oh. And growing up, I was always told hummingbirds don't land. That's a lie. They land all the time.
I feel like I was told when I was, like, in elementary school that their hearts would stop if they land.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I think we were all told that same lie.
Why were we all told that? Do people just not know, so they make up things?
They must. Yeah.
So, yeah, I found that really, really weird that we didn't know that, but anyway, other than that, I don't think I have anything really to share other than I really need to weed, and Amanda, if you are listening, I don't have a lot of money to share, but I would pay you something or, if I could pay you in installments, you wanna come over and weed during a day, use my pool. Oh, yeah, and I'm down our fridge, so I have a gross I call it my crusty garage fridge. So all my food's in my crusty garage fridge because my fridge, even though it's less than 2 years old, has stopped working. So I took wine from there today because I'm like, it feels like it's running and it's cold, but it's just cool. I don't have a thermometer in there. So I'd say it's cooler than my house, but not cold enough to keep your food safe.
Right.
Because I literally had to throw out all my mayonnaise. Because like now that I live alone, I'll make like one meal per week. I had to throw away all like my fridge is kind of full of condiments. 90% of the condiments had to get thrown away because some of them are like mayonnaise, sour cream, anything milk based. I just bought milk because I was gonna make like mashed potatoes. Throw that away. My yogurt's away. I like anything I had recently bought. I was so upset. Like all in the garbage. So yeah, and now I just have a crusty fridge. So and hummus, like I love having like some crackers and hummus. Oh
Did
god.
you say you still eat that?
No, I said I would eat it all.
Oh, Lucas said he would have eaten it all instead of throwing it
No,
away.
no, the mayonnaise, no. No, because so I
No,
kind
like,
of noticed
man.
Um,
last week I noticed my ice maker stopped working. And then it was like leaking because it was melting. I'm like, oh, that's weird, but okay. And honestly, I'm like, oh, I'll think this is under warranty. I'll call, but worst case scenario, if it's expensive, I can live without an ice maker. I can use ice cube trays, whatever.
yeah.
So it wasn't like an emergency for me, but I should have called them. So then I kept touching things, and then it started getting to the point where I was touching food in my fridge, and, like, "It doesn't feel that cold." So then I, like, touched it to my cheek, I'm like, "No, it's cold. Something wrong with my hand." Like, "That's weird." So, it was obviously no, the fridge wasn't working. So I had made a note roast, like, 2 days before, so then and I made it overnight because I forgot to make it during the day. I think I talked about it on the pod that I forgot to start it. So then I if not, then I thought I did. So then I went to go, I take it, I'm like, "This doesn't feel overly cold," but it's cold. I microwaved just to reheat dinner for myself. I ate it, like, around 6 p.m. I didn't eat an over a munch, it was good, like, it was potatoes, carrots, and some, roast of beef. And so then I wake up in the morning, my stomach is gurgling, I felt the food still sitting there, I'm like, "I didn't overeat like that, ew." And then I start touching the fridge again, I'm like, "Okay, it's gone, like, it's done." Luckily, I never puked. I might have had some weird, diarrhea, but I'm like, "Okay." Luckily, I didn't get sick from that. I'm like, "Okay." No, I'm not chancing it. I'm not crazy like you with the chicken story that you had shared with leaving food out. So, the roast had to go in the garbage.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
But what's ridiculous is I consider it without a refrigerator an emergency. I didn't buy the extra plan, so I'm just going off the manufacturer warranty, and it's gonna take 3 weeks before someone comes out and even looks at it, and then they probably have to order parts. I'm like, "This is ridiculous." Like, I'd be living out of a cooler if I didn't have my crusty garage fridge.
I know. Like, we don't have anything else. So if our fridge went, we'd have to go get a cooler
Yeah, you
and
borrow
stuff.
mine, but, like, it's ridiculous. You should get a crusty
Crazy.
garage fridge just for issues like this, or a basement fridge, but,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really annoying. I know I was thinking about like, "Oh, someday I should get a new uncrusty garage fridge." And like you used to for a couple $100, you could get a fridge that lasted like 10 years in your garage. Now, like minimum for like that size for just, a basic refrigerator with a freezer is like $600.
It's crazy. Yeah, because we wanna get a freezer chest because 'cause we're gonna get, some fresh meat and stuff,
Mhm.
but
My mom's got that.
oh, so, yeah, we wanna get that soon.
So put that in the basement or you gotta heat your garage in the winter because the freezer stopped working. Something with because that confuses it because it's colder if it gets colder in your garage than the fridge, which I learned from having my crusty garage fridge freezer in the
Yes.
but it used to not be that way, like, years ago, so I don't know what's changed.
It's, people they make things not as good, so you have to buy more stuff when it breaks.
That's true. Yeah, so now I run a heater, and it felt better when Zuko at least was in the garage, not that he needed it 'cause he's a Malamute, but, like, okay, I'm keeping it at, like, 50, it keeps Zuko comfortable, and now I'm like, I'm just literally heating my garage for a refrigerator that is so dumb. Like, I'm using double electricity for nothing.
Yeah, crazy.
But and here we are, I'm doing it anyway. So,
Yep.
alright, are we ready for some Reddit stories?
We are ready. Cat. See what is up.
Taking a photo of Serena. She has just been obsessed with laying on top of Gizmo's cage. Serena! Serena, look at me. I was gonna take a photo of her and post it, but she won't look at me. Well, we'll have her ignoring me on the cage. There she is. She's so pretty. She's a all gray kitty that Ari got me.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
She is, and she knows it. All right, I'm ready.
All right. We're going to do from art/relationship advice was by individual -fee 6173. Ex, female 22, broke up with me, male 24, over text 10 months ago and went no contact. Now a government agency is calling me.
Oh, geez.
Hi, everyone. I just need to vent and honestly get this out of my head because it's been running in the background 24/7. About 10 months ago, my ex-girlfriend completely blindsided me. She ended our relationship entirely over text. To make it worse, she came to my house while I was 400 kilometers away and took things without my knowledge or permission. When she left, she explicitly told me to never contact her again. Because she set that boundary, I respected it. The relationship ended over allegations of infidelity on my part as we both tested positive to an STD. I was never unfaithful and felt as though she was slightly deflecting it on me, or I had it before the relationship started and I never knew I had it. I didn't reach out, I didn't chase her, and I've spent the last several months trying to process the breakup and heal. It's been incredibly hard, and honestly, I haven't felt emotionally ready to even think about dating anyone else. Then, out of nowhere, the situation completely changed. I recently got a phone call from Births, Deaths, and Marriages, the government registry. It turned out she had a baby and put my details down on the official form, claiming I'm the father. I haven't even received the actual paperwork in the mail yet, but my mind has been spinning. It feels so hypocritical that she demanded no contact, refused to have a mature adult conversation with me about any of this, and then used a government agency to drop this bomb on my life. I've been feeling guilty, wondering if I should have reached out sooner, if I'm being selfish by staying silent now. But the truth is, I'm just trying to protect my own mental health after how messily things ended. For now, I'm planning to keep my distance, respect her original no contact wish, and just wait to see what my formal paperwork actually says before I make any moves. Has anyone else ever dealt with an ex cutting you off completely only to drop massive news through a third party months later? How do you stop it from taking over your head?
Ooh. I don't know. Like, she should have had an adult conversation, even if your relationship's over, like, "Hey, I'm pregnant. We are clearly not working out, but how are we going to make this work?" Like, there should have been some sort of conversation. Like, I feel like she almost did it as to drop the bombshell, like, as a big F you to him. So, I don't know, like, that would mess with my head. Like, I think women, in one respect, we're lucky. Like, we'll always know if we're pregnant or not.
You always know if there's a child out there that's yours.
Yeah. I know that there's no children out there that are mine because I did not donate eggs, so I know.
Yeah,
Where a man, there's always could be you could have siblings out there that you don't know about from your dad, like, you just never know.
that's true.
So, yeah, like, so luckily as a female, that's one less thing that we have to worry about. But yeah, I think that would take over my life. That would mess up my head. I would say you might need therapy just to talk through it, so it doesn't like take over your life, and you just focus on like, how could she have not told me? Are you there, Ariana? I don't hear you anymore. Okay, so what would you do? What do you think?
I don't know. I definitely think I'd reach out. I think I'd want a DNA test.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think I'd reach out, ask for a DNA test, and then I would want to be involved in the child's life if it was mine.
Yeah, me too. Definitely.
All right. So top So lots of comments saying to get a DNA test. But then the top comment is they don't phone you. They send a registered letter, call the agency direct, and ask them about the call. Chances are she's pulling a fast one, which I didn't even think about. She could have had like a friend call.
That is true too. She could be pulling a fast one, or she could be pregnant by someone else. Yeah, it could be a lie, but if it's true, I would definitely want a DNA test.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh my gosh, all that songs in my head. Took a DNA test. Yeah.
Apparently OP is in Australia, and you need to sign off on it. She can't get government support if she's not the birth certificate. Let's see.
That's kinda scary too, so anyone could list literally anyone's name on a birth certificate without proof?
I guess so. The baby is born for a couple months?
Oh.
Interesting.
But anyway, so yeah, I would definitely wanna find out if the child's mine, if it's even legitimate, get all the facts, and then if you wanna be in his life, work on some sort of custody agreement. But if that's in Florida, where's he located? Are they in different states?
No, I said this is Australia.
Australia, okay. For some reason, I coulda swore you just said Florida a second ago.
No, Australia.
Oh, that's okay then. Yeah, so hopefully I don't know what the laws are, but hopefully you can be involved in your child's life.
Yeah. Alright, let's move on. Uh, let's see. Let's do from r/relationship advice again, posted by Visas M. Male 34 and female 34. Just came back from vacation and everything has changed for the worse. Is there a way back? Me and my partner have just come back from a vacation across the US and Mexico for the World Cup. I said I would cover all expenses, and I booked the flights, hotels, etc., and paid for them in advance. She chose all the luxury resorts, restaurants, and activities, which I primarily covered, bar two, which were quite pricey. When we arrived in California, I noticed multiple fraudulent transactions after a restaurant visit. They charged me 5 times. I reported the transactions to my bank. My bank locked all my internet banking access and cards. We then flew to Mexico, where I only noticed, and I was on the phone with my bank, where they refused to allow me access despite the fact that I had verified all my details, and they even allowed me to change my internet banking password. They said I could only change it after I went to the branch, which was 2 weeks away. My partner then decides, let's open you a new bank account and I'll transfer you money into the account and you can pay me back when we get back. I agreed. She transferred me 10,000. Of that 10,000, I probably spent about 9.5 of that on her. So everything was going well. We were enjoying our trip and experiences. When we were leaving to come back home, she sends me an invoice of sorts. 10,000 that she transferred to me, and all the other expenses she had whilst I had no access to money, i.e., food, Uber, museums, etc. The final invoice she provided me was 22,000. I raised no qualms when I was paying 1K a night for hotels, 400 for fancy lunches, but she keeps reiterating that it was all expenses paid, so that's what that means. We're now back home, and she's going on about it all the time. I haven't transferred the money to her yet, even the initial 10,000, because I'm due to get a bonus in my salary in a few days' time, and I'll give it to her then. She keeps saying how it's getting more expensive for her without the money, loss of interest, credit card, etc. She is fearful I might be scamming her out of the money. Mind you, in the last year, we have gone on 1 international trip, 3 domestic trips, and I have covered absolutely everything. As an overview, we're both relatively successful in our fields of work, but she is really successful and makes approximately 2.5 times more than me. There are other underlying issues in the relationship that we both have acknowledged and are working on, but this is just something that's blown me away. We live together. We also have a joint bank account that covers all the bills, rent, etc. What would one do in this scenario?
Oh my gosh, Sherry, you got some tough ones tonight.
I think this is crazy.
I think it's crazy. I think if you're I don't know, like, if I'm going somewhere that all expenses paid, I would think I'd be paying my fee up front. And then I'm not being charged anything after,
Well,
right?
no, she's saying he promised all expenses paid for her, that
Oh, okay.
he would cover it.
So, okay, that's where I was confused. Okay. So
But he had this, the fraudulent charges, so he couldn't use his card,
use this
so
card.
she lent him
Yeah.
so
I mean,
she was her money up front.
I don't okay, I think you should speak on this. So you're living with Lucas. You guys have whatever you've worked out to how you pay bills and things, right? So if Lucas said, I'm taking on this trip, but then something like that happens, he can no longer use his card. So you're using your card. And let's say you make more than Lucas, like this person. What do you do?
I think I would I mean, with okay, say you didn't go on any other trips before this, I would just do, like, the 10,000 of, like, the hotels or whatever, the
Right.
main things, and I would cover the other part, and then but if we went on, like, was it 3 trips before this and you covered the entire thing, I would just cover this one.
Right? Yes, that's what I'm thinking, but I'm like, am I wrong? Like, if you cover 3 I mean, were the trips not that grand?
Especially making 2.5 times more, that's crazy.
That's
Like,
crazy.
I bet even, like, I'm sure they split the bills, like, 50-50, even though she makes more, it seems. That's what I'm expecting out of this.
Yeah, and I don't I and are all the trips as fancy? Did the trips that he take, were they not as expensive? Do you know what I mean?
Um,
Like, me were they, like, cheaper?
well, was it said that they did 1 international trip and 3 domestic trips in the last year.
I don't know. I mean, everything's expensive, so I can't
Yeah.
it's that much expensive, like
It's probably more, but you could say it's probably at least the same as 22,000 for those
yeah,
trips.
let's say it's 22,000. Let's say maybe there were long weekends and not,
Yeah.
because depending where
But
you
if she's, like, this all the time picking, like, the best hotels, the most expensive food,
Yeah.
like, then those could be real even long weekends could be really pricey depending where you're going.
I don't know, her bill is stressing me out.
I know.
Like, and if you can't afford it, then she shouldn't be picking it out, and she should really if because I'd want half if, you've taken no other vacations.
Mhm.
But because he's paid for all other trips, like,
And he makes less, I'd
and he makes
say
less.
it's time you cover one.
Yes, cover a vacation, girl. Like, you make more. If she didn't make more and she was like, "Oh, no, she's trapped, she makes significantly less," I get it. I would need that money back, like, but in this scenario, I don't think he's crazy. I'm thinking, like, I don't know how she spends her money. Maybe she overspends. Even though she makes a lot of money, I'm wondering if she always likes the finest things, meaning also clothing and cars and all those other things that go with having the finest. She might be broke because she overspends.
Yeah.
But still, that's not his fault. Cover a vacation. You've been together for a while. I don't know.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What's the top comment?
Okay, so top comment is, "Why did you promise to cover the entire trip when she makes 2.5 times more than you?" And then people are calling him I don't know, they're not on his side. They're
Why?
saying that that's how he gets women to stay. He just wants to look like a big shot. Now he's complaining he feels swindled. That's how narcissists operate. Like, I don't get it.
Ah.
Yeah, OP is clearly an idiot nice guy pushover, but his girlfriend is still worse. Regardless of what was said, if you make 2.5 times more than your partner and choose all luxury stuff and then harass for the money back, there's a clear lack of compassion and groundedness. Just because you're invited doesn't mean you should order the most expensive thing on the menu.
But if she is, I mean, I wouldn't be attacking him. Like, I
Yeah, crazy.
I mean, if someone's getting lobster, I'm getting the Wagyu. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I think this time Reddit got it wrong. I don't think he's an asshole at all. I think that, they need to work out some relationship issues clearly, and I don't know. I don't think he should always have to cover everything.
No, I agree.
I
Yeah,
mean,
so
I get that he promised to cover everything, but did he know how much everything was going to add up to?
yeah. So I like this comment. I would pay the 10,000 and have a serious talk about blindsiding of expenses. And almost feel like she offered so she could get extra money from you because she low-key knows she can walk all over you. You seem very passive in the story. You should set a clear boundary, and if it's not respected, you guys can't get on the same page about money, then that's a huge issue. I've heard a couple sessions of couples therapy can help clear some miscommunications. But you guys need to be clear about financial expectations so you don't waste each other's time.
Yeah, I agree with that comment. This is the best comment I've heard so far. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess pay for the 10,000, but I don't know. I just and if this is how your life is going to look, can you afford this lifestyle?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, it sounds expensive to me, it's stressing me out.
I know. It's stressful.
Yeah, I don't like it. Alright, do we have another one?
Yeah, we can do one more. Second. Let's see. Oh, hold on. Let me look. See what I got. Okay, let's do this one. Yeah, let's do this one. From r/AITH, hosted by No Fly Dash Zone. Am I the asshole for telling a pregnant woman she still has to act like an adult?
Maybe. I'm gonna say maybe on this one.
All right. My wife, 27 female, and I, 31 male, live in an apartment building that has one washer and dryer shared between 12 units. We have lived here for 6 years with almost no issues. We usually do our laundry on Sundays, as most others in the building use it on different days. Yesterday, around 3 p.m., we checked the laundry room to see both machines full, but the cycles are finished. In our 6 years, nobody has taken longer than half an hour to retrieve their laundry. So we set a half an hour timer to go back and check. We come back, nothing has been touched. We repeat this process for 5 hours. Nothing. Same loads. We walk out into the communal area and say loudly that somebody needs to pick up their laundry, then set a 5-minute timer to give them one last chance to grab it. 5 minutes go by. My wife walks into the laundry room and sees the dryer's been put on half cycle. We presume because whatever was in there wasn't dry. At this point, we do the math and realize we're going to be up until after midnight doing laundry. So my wife goes into the laundry room, takes the washer load out, places it on the dryer, and starts her load to get a head start. As soon as my wife steps back in the apartment, I hear someone stomping down the stairs and cursing up a storm. I step out of the apartment and see a woman in her early 20s who looks surprised to see me. Whatever fucking asshole started the washer better not have left my clothes on the fucking floor, she says. I tell her, that was my wife who has been waiting 5 hours for you to move your laundry out. That doesn't mean you can touch my shit. I tell her other people live in the building and we are all waiting on you. I have been doing one load after another, asshole. I tell her that we know she hasn't because we saw that nobody has touched the machines until 5 minutes ago. We go back and forth, and she proceeds to call me an asshole 4 or 5 more times as I tell her she needs to go get her shit out when it's done. Mind you, her stuff is on top of the dryer. We didn't throw it across the room. She suddenly blurts out, "I'm pregnant, you fucking asshole." At this point, I am 1, caught off guard. She does not appear pregnant. 2, sick of being cursed at an outside my front door by someone who's clearly more angry that she's being called out than having her clothes moved. I raise my voice and say, I don't care. You still have to act like an adult. You can't take care of something simple like clothes. You're going to forget it. Oh my gosh. You're about to be responsible for a child. Figure it out. At this point, she stopped cursing me out and is dead quiet. Tears begin to well up and she starts to cry. She lets out one final asshole before running up the stairs. When we come to switch the laundry, we see she left a note on the dryer and said, "Don't touch my shit." I know she was in the wrong for the laundry, but did I take it too far with my comment?
I mean, if someone's calling you an asshole, so you just reacted. I mean, not really. So I lived when I was like 10, no, I was under 10, so like maybe 8. We lived in an apartment building with 4 units that shared a laundry room. So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, 8 units that shared a laundry room. And this stuff happened all the time. People just leave their stuff down there or they forgot about it, distracted. But yet, if you touch their laundry, people freak out. They don't want you touching their stuff, which I get it. I don't want people touching my laundry.
Yeah.
Like, I get that. But that means you got to be on it, like paying attention because everybody else is also waiting to use that washer and
Yeah.
dryer. So I don't, I'm conflicted on this one. He said what he said. I'm fine with what he said as long as he said it the way he described. I mean, if it sounded worse, then maybe not. But I don't know. Like, I think people need to get their stuff out and be cognizant of when their laundry is done. Like when other people need to use it because it's not your personal laundry room.
Mhm. Yeah. Crazy. I don't think he was the asshole. I think she started it.
She did start. She didn't be so nasty. Honestly, I'd be embarrassed. Like, oh yeah, sorry, I forgot, or I was busy, or I was napping, or hey, I'm pregnant, I was napping. Sorry. You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
this stuff happened all the time when we lived in the apartments. And I don't know. I was only so yeah, I was under 10 and I know I had to like take stuff when we were living upstairs, like take the laundry down. I had to put it in, put the quarters in. Cause even though you lived in an apartment, they still charge us for that laundry.
Oh, yeah, it's, there's a little edit. They say they pay $2 for each load for everything.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, there are the people that like, I mean, we never did that, but well, I mean, that would cause people to fist fight. Like, there are people that will like when after you put the money in because they don't have money, will take your laundry out and put theirs in, and
That's
then watch it, and
crazy.
then take the stuff out, put yours back in, and yours is to be wet. You have to pay more money,
That's awful.
or they'll just leave it out, and then it's all wet, and you're like, "What the hell? I just paid $2 for my clothes are sopping wet still."
Awful.
Yeah, awful. Like, I think honestly, because I know where I live and a lot of people where we live, you have your own washer and dryer, and honestly, that's a luxury, like, I can't imagine having to go to a laundromat every week or sharing a communal laundry room, I think it'd be awful.
It would be.
I mean,
Tap oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, just think about when we lived together, we'd be always fighting for the laundry.
I know.
Ugh. Okay, top comment.
Top comment. I can't imagine waiting 5 hours to use the community laundry machine. I'd have moved her shit after an hour and not said a word.
Well, right, it's 5 hours, like, I'll give you an hour. But after 5 hours and I mean, you're not gonna go walking around, like, trying to find the right tenant for that.
No.
No, that's weird. Yeah, no, she deserved to have it moved. I mean, I get it, though, I don't want people touching my stuff, but that means you gotta be on it.
Yeah. I like this comment. Once in college, I thought I could grab lunch while my stuff was in the dryer. I came back and saw someone had taken my things out and folded them nicely. Oh, how kind. Got upstairs and realized they must have taken about half of my clothes with them, accidentally or on purpose. Learned my lesson.
That'd be me. "Oh, they're so nice." No, they weren't nice, they took what they wanted.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because, like, I've gone to laundromats before, like, when things have been broken, and I
Mhm.
stay the whole time. I don't trust anybody. I don't want anyone touching my stuff, and I don't trust anyone taking my stuff. So, yeah,
Crazy.
it is people are crazy. That would be bad. Well, I guess that's why you don't leave things.
Nope. A little like more information from OPs. He says that the building has signs up to take the things out like as soon as they're done, and they get emails about it constantly because it's a problem. So crazy.
Yeah, I think, like, when you share a washer and dryer, even though, yes, you're paying, I think that's a huge problem everywhere. I mean, because 'cause you're gonna forget about like, I don't know, I'd have to set a timer on my phone.
Yeah, I'm glad. Like I've never really had to do that because I would definitely forget. I forget about it in the house sometimes.
Right! Just like you guys are over and I think the pool towels were in the dryer, right? I hadn't folded them yet.
Hmm.
So, like, you can't do that. So, yeah, I don't think that'd be good. And, there were times people would forget loads and you'd see it out like, just a pile sitting on the dryer for, like, weeks.
Gross.
'Cause someone probably just forgot.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we're very privileged and blessed to be able to have our own washer and dryer,
Yeah.
and very glad.
Yes.
Yeah. And knock on wood, because I just had my refrigerator go, and my washer and dryer have been on the brink of going for a while now, so I don't need to replace those either. I need a win, all right? I've had a lot of losses lately. I need a win.
Yes.
I need something good. Darn universe, help me out here. So, did I tell you? So I've been looking for part-time jobs, like to do but I want it to be remote because I already have a full-time job.
Yeah.
And trying to, make a little extra money. So I can send you the link. I gotta still do something. I mean, it takes forever, but there's like an AI thing to help out. So basically, I'm signing up to get paid. I passed the first round. Like you have to take a test. For the first test is to make $20 to $25 an hour. I passed the first round, and the next test is to make $30 or $35 an hour to work your own leisure, but it's to help make prompts and responses from AI better.
Oh, that's interesting.
Really interesting. So I actually put in ChatGPT, please help me find a part-time job that's remote, and this is one of the links that came up.
Nice.
Yeah, and so, I haven't had to put in any information, but I feel like each time is, at least 45 minutes of doing work, and, I feel like they're getting free work from me.
But they might be already getting what they need just from that.
So I'll let you know if I actually eventually get paid to do this.
It's just like, "Oh, one more thing to do," and they're just getting what they need from
I'm
these
starting
little.
to worry about that. I'm like, one more thing. Oh, and then another thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I think that would be so cool if it turns out to be what they're telling me it's going to be.
Yes.
Yeah. And so then, because they tell you, go ahead and use Google, are these prompts correct? Because they want to make AI more factual.
Oh.
Because AI lies right now because it doesn't have all the inputs, all the information. And I have noticed because I always use ChatGPT for things that it's free. I like that better than Copilot. Sorry,
Mhm.
Microsoft at this point. And but I noticed I used to love it, and then they did some updates, and now you can also pay for ChatGPT. So the unpaid, it's not as good as it used to be.
No.
And I can tell the difference already. I'm like, oh, this isn't as good.
Yeah.
So I think eventually they're going to want to make that all paid. And it stinks because AI is really it's innovation and it's really coming around. They're going to be using it in a lot of different businesses, but data centers are so bad. I'm like, why can't they use the AI to help it figure out how to make data centers not so environmentally bad?
I know.
Right? Because obviously we need them, but we just need to make them safe. But it makes me think, so years ago, so 2016, I had this one boss who's a phenomenal boss, and we used to get into debates all the time about the cloud. And I was because it was when this cloud storage is really just kind of new and more businesses were integrating to using the cloud instead of using their own servers or paying for services. And I was like, what happens when the cloud runs out of space? He's like, it's infinite. It'll never run out of space. I'm like, but what if it does? He's like, it can't. I'm like, I'm pretty sure somewhere there's a mass computer that can only handle so much. And now we have all these data centers going up. So I feel like I won that conversation. This is what
Yeah.
happens. So it's many years later, actually 10 years later, I win. So I'm like, yes, this is what happens. Well, I guess technically they didn't run out yet, but this is why they need all the data centers
Yeah.
because of the cloud storage. Because it's not
Crazy.
infinite. They need to make more room.
Yep.
So, all right, everyone. This has been fun. Like, follow, subscribe if you want. Also, so on YouTube, I've got the Raining Cats and Dogs podcast listed as a channel. But on that channel, I have video shorts, which are my dog Jasper, and he's really cute. So go ahead and check it out.
Yeah.
And you should make one for Pippins and Zuzu.
I will.
You should get on that. I know the cats are another story, but the problem is when I want to sit down to record, the cats are less cooperative. The cats be catting when they wanna be catting. They're not gonna be like, "Oh, now you wanna talk to me because you came home from work? I was ready later."
Yeah.
My cats are more like, "Come talk to us at 3 AM and we're running around the house like crazy." I'm like, "Well, that's when I'm sleeping, guys." Oh, I saw a TikTok talk to spiders. So if you see a spider so I had learned, which I learned a couple years ago, that spiders try to avoid you So the only time you tend to see a spider is if you are not doing during your normal routine. They are polite and they just like to try to avoid you during a normal routine. So when you see a spider and you are coming at it, they're scared and they think you're actually going to protect it, which is also kind of sad, actually. But I had read that if you talk to them, eventually they will listen. So if you're like, "Oh, come on, you need to like," so this woman was telling the spider, "You cannot be by my sink, but you can go in my laundry room." And then the next day, it built a web in her laundry room. So, and then one lady was like, "I want the spider outside," so I told her to get in the cup, and eventually it got in the cup.
I think this is all just coincidence.
I think so too. But I was like, "Oh." But there's like a part of me because I talk to my animals and I'm alone. So I talk to the animals probably way more than the average person at this point in my life. So and there's a part of me that's like, oh, that's so nice. Can we talk to the spiders and they understand us? I like that.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Or they're just like crazy human. Get away from me.
Yeah.
You never know. All right, everyone, have a great week and be kind.
Bye.
Hold on.